are helping to make home seem a little bit closer for some troops now stationed in Saudi Arabia. 40 Marine musicians should be receiving their first batch of letters from the Gaithersburg High School Band, of all people. As Rhea Blakey reports, it's a musical mission as well as a meeting of the minds.
2, 3, 4!
The Gaithersburg High School Trojans are as strong and hard-working as their mascot implies. The budding band is still composing itself, doubling in size in the last 2 years. But don't let youth fool you. These talented teens have taken a special group of troubadours into their fold. They are now pen pals to the U.S. Marine Division Field Band, stationed in Saudi Arabia.
I'm going to write to them about what we're doing in our band and our plans, because 2 years ago we were a very small band with only 23 people, and right now we've grown to about a 70-piece band, and we hope to be competitive next year.
I'm writing to a guy named Dimitrios Yakakopoulos, and he plays the piano, and that's kind of neat because my mom is a piano teacher, and we all take piano and both other instruments too.
Okay, take the drums out.
Band director Bill Holland conceived the idea, researched it, and matched his band members up with Marine band pen pals according to their instruments. Holland hopes his students will pick up some techniques from the Leathernecks, most of whom aren't much older than these high school students. Their counterparts are busy providing ceremonial music in Saudi Arabia and a little R&R for top brass. But their mission could also be very sobering.
Now, I'm not sure how it is with this particular Marine band, but traditionally in military history, it's been the band that's provided mortuary assistance and on the battlefield after the battle with some of the more gruesome tasks that need to be performed in the military. Traditionally, throughout history, it's been the bandsmen that have had to do that.
Some of these students are updating the Marines on their favorite sports teams. Others are writing about news reports broadcast at home and hoping to learn how they compare with life on the front lines. And one day, when the Marine Band heads home to Camp Pendleton in Oceanside, California, the Gaithersburg Trojans would like to play a dual concert with the Troubadour Troupe.
I hope that they can come down and see us, so I'd like to meet these people. You know, they seem, so we're writing to them so far away, I'd like them to come up here so we could meet them. And then, you know, you never know what could go from there.
Paul?
All right, thanks, Rhea. Joining us now is Gaithersburg High School Band Director Bill Holland and Drum Major Liz Sarek. We welcome you both to In Person. This is exciting stuff. Did you write your first letter, Liz?
Yes, sir.
What did you say?
I told him I passed my first calculus test.
Did you?
Yeah, I asked him, you know, basically kind of what he was interested in so I could write him, you know, and send him stuff about what he was interested in.
Who is him?
His name is Cristobal. He's the band leader.
Oh, band leader to band leader here, so to speak. Were you excited about doing this?
Yeah, because it's something different. I mean, most people don't get to do it, and I mean, hopefully we'll get to meet them sometime.
Yeah, that would be nice after they get back home and all safe and sound. You can say, look, you got my letters, and I got you. Have you gotten your first letter back yet?
No, sir.
Yeah,
he's probably just getting my first.
Yeah, that's kind of a nice feeling, isn't it? Just to know that you're sitting over and somebody's going to sit down and read your letter, and you got a lot of things in common. You're both musicians, right? Yeah. Bill, this is a great idea. How'd you come up with this idea?
Well, as you know, teachers work 10 months out of the year, leaving us 2 months to do things around the house. And in watching Channel 7's reports from the Persian Gulf, the idea came to me that these bandsmen, who most of them, when they do join the military bands, be it Marine, Air Force, Army, join primarily for the music and secondly for the military, because, you know, the music world out there is pretty tight. And it's a way a musician can make some good money. And I was thinking a lot of them were not planning on actually seeing some action. And I thought that they could use some support.
Yeah, and on a broader scale for your kids, it's a nice way for them to kind of get involved here, too.
Absolutely. I think patriotism is one lesson that public schools need to instill into today's youth. Yeah.
I got to tell you guys, I was in Vietnam back in '68 during Tet, and there was no better time in my day than when I sat down and got a letter from someone who loved and cared about me at home. So I know this is going to make a difference to those guys. And as you said, you get a chance in a few months, perhaps, if they get back home by then, to play with them. Huh? Yeah. What's the first thing you'd say to your pen pal over there, you think, Liz?
I haven't the faintest idea. I would hope that he'd come back, and I don't think I'd ask him what he did over there, but maybe what he wants to do here. Yeah. Have you talked to some of your classmates? Yeah, all pretty much excited. You know, listen, writing is a chore. Let's face it. I mean, now, Liz, do you sit down and write letters all the time? Not letters, but I like to write.
You do like to write, but a letter, I mean, that's kind of,
Well-
that could be work. So was this work?
Not really.
No? No?
No.
I get the idea too, Bill, that you don't have to be in a band. I mean, this wasn't difficult to set up. I mean, you just made a couple of calls and you got some names and
It took 3 phone calls and we were ready to go.
you could do it in other professions as well.
Sure, in any aspect. And as a matter of fact, our high school ROTC department, which is Navy ROTC, has picked up on the idea, and they're starting a campaign with some of the Navy troops that are stationed there.
All right. Well, let us know when you get that first letter back, Les. We'll want to give me a call, let me know, and I'll share it with the audience. See what he said, okay? Is that a deal?
Yes,
By the way, I should tell you that Lynn is an accomplished flutist. Is that right, or is it a flautist? Which one is it?
Ask him. He's the music expert.
What about that music expert? What is it?
It depends how well you play.
Okay, and if you play very well, you are
A flautist.
a flautist. There you have it, folks. There, this way. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Thank you, Bill. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.